Welcome to BVP Gyan, your trusted channel for science and technology insights. Today's topic is an introduction to robotics, a journey into the world of intelligent machines that are shaping our future. So, what exactly is a robot? It's a reprogrammable, multifunctional, automatic machine often designed to replace humans in hazardous or repetitive tasks. From sweeping floors and playing with children to removing landmines or exploring space, robots are becoming our mechanical allies. Robotics is the science of designing, building, and applying robots. In simple terms, it's the study of robots. The ultimate goal is to design efficient, smart, and reliable machines. But why do we even need robotics? Because robots can work faster, survive extreme conditions, perform repetitive tasks, and operate with high accuracy. In short, they're perfect for jobs too dull or dangerous for humans. So let's take a step back in time. The word robot was first introduced in 1920 by Czech writer Karel Čapek in his play RUR. But the term robotics, that came later, coined accidentally by science fiction legend Isaac Asimov in the 1940s. He also gave us the 3 laws of robotics, rules that still influence how we think about intelligent machines. For a robot to succeed, it must follow the 4 R's of robotics. Number 1. Robot, choosing the right kind for the task. Number 2. Ranking, prioritizing tasks. Number 3. Relevance, matching the job with its skills. Number 4. Results, evaluating performance and improving. Meet the first robot, Unimate. Unimate was the world's first industrial robot, a game changer in automation. Built in the 1950s, it forever changed manufacturing by performing tasks no human could repeat with such consistency. Robotics technology, the core components. Robots are more than machines. They're systems, made up of sensors to see or feel, effectors to interact with their environment, actuators to move, controllers to think, and arms to act. Now let us discuss the types of robots. A. Mobile robots. Rolling robots have wheels and work well on flat surfaces. Walking robots have legs, great for rocky terrain. Then we have stationary robots. These don't move, but are powerhouses in factories, repeating tasks like assembly and welding with perfect precision. Then comes autonomous robots, self-reliant machines. They operate independently using built-in intelligence. Then we have remote control robots, operated by humans from a distance, ideal for dangerous missions like bomb disposal. And lastly, we have virtual robots. These don't have a physical form. They're software-based systems that perform robotic functions inside computers. Now let us look at the advantages. Advantages? Plenty. They can explore space or the deep ocean, work 24/7 without rest, never get bored or tired, offer high precision and speed. But robots also have downsides. They can replace human jobs, require constant power and maintenance, and can be expensive to build